Hey, welcome back to the Patcave. Most people play universe mode for the moments, but me, I am building a universe mode for the multiversal legacy. The season starts now. 15 original created superstars, 3 divisions, 1 grueling season. The goal? A guaranteed contract on the biggest stages in the world. But in this case, we don't do handouts. Alfreds, take a look at this lineup. From the technical mastery of Shogun to the supernatural darkness of the Ministry of Darkness. This is the new elite. If you want to make it to the draft, you're going to have to be undeniable. But every ecosystem needs a disruptor, a true wild card who can make crazy things happen at a moment's notice. Originally, I was going to have 14 people in this, but as a good commissioner does, I reviewed the tape, I looked back at community creations, and I thought, you know what? If we get one more superstar in here, just one, we could have 3 nice, clean 5-man divisions towards the NXT Pipeline draft to get drafted into the multiverse, either Raw, SmackDown, WCW, or AEW. And that wild card is none other than Rodzilla, baby. Dennis Rodman is the ultimate litmus test. If these rookies can't handle the mental hoops that Rodzilla is going to put you through, probably not cut out for the big leagues. But if they beat Rodman in a match, it makes it feel like a big deal. Even though he was a gimmick, he's a big name and a huge star and adds a certain level of legitimacy to this NXT pipeline. And who knows? Maybe he'll even earn himself a new contract. All right, Palfreds, here's how it's going to work. We've got our 15 custom superstars. We've broken them down into 3 5-man divisions. The NXT Championship, the NXT Intercontinental Championship, a created belt of mine, and the NXT North American Championship. From here, they will go on a G1 Climax-style round-robin pool play from August of the calendar through Stand and Deliver in April. So it's about 7 months worth of time, but there's going to be great stakes at play. There might even be some surprises thrown into the mix. But essentially, the top 4 scorers at the end of the season will compete in a fatal 4-way match for each championship, and the champion, the standing champion at the end of Stand and Deliver, will be the one who gets entered into the Multiverse Draft, where Raw, SmackDown, WCW Thunder, and AEW Dynamite will be drafting a new superstar. But before we get into the season, we need to determine an inaugural champion for each division, because there is a champion's advantage to this season. I mentioned the top 4 scorers at the end of the season for each division advance to that fatal 4-way, but there is the champion's advantage. So the standing champion at that time automatically qualifies for the match, so they can defend their title. If they're outside the top 4 scorers at that time, they will jump that 4th place person and get that 4th spot in the match. So it is important to score points, but it is equally important, if not more important, to hold the belt, because you do have that champion's advantage. To determine those champions, we don't want to put on another tournament, since we've got a long, grueling season ahead of us that ends with a brutal match. We want to start it off with a brutal match as well. We're putting all 5 superstars from each division into a 5-man ladder match to determine those inaugural champions and see who gets the early jump on their division. Stage is set and the athletes are chomping at the bit. We've got the honorable technicians of Shogun, the sick and twisted freaks of the Ministry of Darkness, the flashy egos of the NXT World Order, and the outsiders who have never quite fit in. Plus, Rodzilla, the ultimate wild card who can throw a wrench in anyone's plan. Mixed up across 3 divisions, battling for supremacy and for the right to be drafted into the multiverse. This is the NXT Pipeline, where even brothers become enemies once a month. So hit subscribe, enter the Pat Cave, and join me every Monday for Chaos and weekly for Pipeline Shorts. I'll see you in the ring.